Hi, I'm Anina. This is my grandson, Max.
Hello.
Welcome to Try It Like This. What we're going to do today is demonstrate a method of being able to stretch your budget by extending the life of your little boy's haircut. I'm going to show you two different things. I'm going to show you a beginner's version and a little bit more of an advanced version once you do it a few times and you get used to it. So in cosmetology terms, this all here is called the perimeter. All of that's called the perimeter. And this is called the interior. So I'm not going to mess with the interior up here, but I am going to show you the beginner that's just around the perimeter. And then a little bit more advanced, we'll do just a little bit of the interior down here, but not up here. So here's a couple of the things that I use. I get this water bottle. It's a fine mist. I have just an inexpensive rat tail comb. I have a pair of, as you can see, they're Goody. They are just right off the rack from Walmart. They're maybe $6 or $7. And you can also use this razor on the back of a man's shaver. That's the beard and mustache trim feature. You can even buy a little tiny, it's like almost as big as your finger, beard mustache trimmer for this job. Or you can just do the whole thing with scissors. So what I'm going to do today is do one side using this. I'll do the other side showing you with scissors. And then we'll get into the more advanced. So we'll start off just by misting his hair a little bit. He has some crazy, crazy hairline. So his hair is actually kind of tricky. So what we're going to do, we're not messing with any of this top part. We're just going to comb all of that frontward and just leave it. And then comb all of this straight down because this is the part that we're going to comb. I'm going to turn that way, buddy. All right. So when I see people doing home haircuts, one of the big mistakes I see them do is they will cut right here and make their child look like Sling Blade. And we don't want that. We want to get rid of this little elf pixie thing, but we do not want to take it up to there. So if you'd like to use this, turn this on. Hold your head up right there. Use your finger to balance. And then just go straight across. And this is actually just the shape that you want, so it's super easy. Right like that. And then we are going to comb this forward. And then see, this is where your short part is. We're going to actually just take that out, and that's called a point. So we're going to take that out. So I need you to just slightly put it on and really pay attention before you actually engage the scissors. And make sure that you don't have any skin, ears, or anything like that. So there we go like that. Now this is the beginner's version where you're just going to leave it like that. So you head right there, buddy. You're going to pull the ear down a little bit. And now we're going to just do this little part right here. You want to really avoid this part of the ear. So you want to hold it down. Tilt it. There you go. Thanks. And again, you want to lay your scissors and really think, am I ready to engage? And if you are, go. And then you're just going to go in a curve. Now, I did this side with the electric razor, so I'm going to do this side with the electric razor. And put your head down for me, buddy. Thanks. So, when you first try, if you want your hairline to be up here, on your first try, don't do that. Do it down here to kind of, practice with the razor and get an idea. And then when you're like, okay, I feel confident, then go ahead and take it up the next little 1/4 of an inch. So what you're going to do is just lay it right where you want it. And I will say, my razor here is really old and it's very dull, so it's not the best thing in the world. If you have a nicer razor, you're probably going to get a better result than what I'm getting right here. I'm going to actually have to neaten this up with my scissors. I just wanted to show you how you would do that. So that's what you would do. So then we're going to go in and show you this side with a pair of scissors. So you turn that way. There you go, buddy. Thanks. Get that hair out of the way. Spray this just a little bit more. I know, I got you, didn't I? All right. Tilt your head for me. So what you're going to want to do, hold the ear back. Get all of the hair that you want to cut. Make sure everything's okay. Then engage. Comb it forward. See, there's your short point right there. That's the part you want to cut. So then we're going to go in, lay the scissors, double check, release. You always, if you are not comfortable using scissors, and this is a new thing for you, you want to look a second time before you engage that cut. And now, same thing. Here, sit up straight, tilt your head, there we go. Same thing, except we're going in a different direction. Cut that little part right there. Go around the curve. All right, right there. And now I'm going to show you how to cut it with a pair of scissors. So you're just going to lay, and don't lift your scissors. Just keep going in a straight line. Don't ever lift your scissors. And then comb it, and when you find your scraggler, because you're always going to have some kind of scraggler, cut it. And now, if you look at the back of his neck, this is where you lay the scissors and really pay attention. Do you have a hunk of hair here? Do you have a hunk of skin? You want to pay attention. So you want to snip all these neck hairs because we're doing this without the razor this time. And just gently lay, check, clip. Lay, check, clip. Just making sure that you're always double checking and not clipping their skin. So now what we're going to do is we're going to connect the dots. So we need to go from here to here. Now, even though this is our razor side, I do not use a razor to connect the dots from here to here. Regardless if I'm using a razor for this and this, I do not use a razor for this. It's too hard and you wind up with chunks and chopping. You're better off using scissors and being more precise. So, here's your short part, and here's your short part. This is what we want to take out. You want to tilt your head that way, buddy? Thanks. Pull the ear over, comb it, and you want to kind of cut in a curve. Never really lifting the scissors. Just keep it and keep going. And you're going to get yourself right down to that last point. You want to turn around and let me do the other side? There we go. Here, turn the camera. There we go. There we go. So here's your short point. Here's your short point. We want to clean all that up right there. We're not going to lift our scissors. We're just going to keep snip, snip, snip. And we're just going to keep going. And you comb it and double check and make sure that you don't have any crazy hairs. All right. See how much nicer and neater that all looks? So that is the beginner's freshen up little boy's haircut. What we're going to do now is a little bit more advanced, and we're going to lighten all of this up so that it layers and lays down. So we're going to take this in sections. We're going to take a section here, and we're going to clip this. And then we're going to take a section here, and we're going to clip this. And we're going to do a section here and here. And that's what we're going to do all the way. We're just going to pull sections. So, you want to lift your finger to where this hair starts falling down. That's your guideline. Now you want to start clipping. You don't want to re-clip that. And now the next section. Just grab a hunk, pull it up. This is called a one-finger cut. Pull this up slowly until this hair starts falling down. And then you want to trim. And see, it lightens it up and makes it lay just a little bit nicer. Hold your head right like that, buddy. There we go. See how that's all started to fall? I'm not recutting this part that I already cut around the perimeter. And now, I don't like the way this looks. So I'm going to cut it just a little bit more. Hold still, buddy. There we go. And then comb up your, pull it. It's already started falling. And it just lightens all of this up a little bit so that it kind of layers and lays a little bit nicer and is not so thick and bulky. Sit up for me. Sit up straight. There you go. Thanks. It's so blonde you can't even see what I'm really cutting, but I'm cutting off probably 1/4 of an inch. I'll sit up. There you go. Thanks. Alright, let's see what your neckline looks like. No, sit straight. There you go. Put your head down a little bit. Let me see if this is straight with you and your crazy neckline. It's not. So, just go in and neaten it up right there. I need to take it just a little bit shorter now that I'm looking at both sides together. Hold still for me, buddy. Let's see. Turn all the way around. There you go. And then, if you want to get extra fancy, comb down this part that you've already cut. Comb down this part. And then comb down the bang area. And then just slightly trim so that it's more of a blended look. There we go. Hold still. And then I like to lighten the bangs up just a little bit because I don't want them to just hang there chunky. Because the reality is during school time, he may not fix his bangs. He may be out the door really quick and just wear it like this. And on the weekends, he will fix it. So I like it to look even light and airy, even if he's not fixing it. So pull it up. See how your front bang is already starting to fall out of there? That's the part you cut. You do not want to recut this. So let me explain this one more time. You've already cut it here. So now when I pull it back up this way, you want to pull this until this starts coming down. because you've already cut that. This is the part that you want to cut and lighten up, so it doesn't hang in quite so thick of bangs. So he can go to school just like this. See, it's not quite so thick. And on the weekends, he can put a little gel in it and spike it up. Isn't he a handsome little dude? So Max and I thank you for stopping by. I hope you try this. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. Have a good night. Bye.